Alright, so here we are going to make a new program. So go to Program, go over to New, create a new program. I'm going to call it Quad. Now the alpha lock's already on, so where's Q? Q. I'm just going to call it QD, Quadratic. So press Enter. Now what we want to do is we want to, first thing is it's kind of nice if you clear the home screen. So if you go back into Program, that's where all the inputs and outputs and controls and everything are. For some reason it's an input-output, so you're going to scroll. I found it easier to scroll up because it brings you back around to the bottom. You're going to clear home. So clear home. That way it just kind of empties your screen. Then what you're going to do is go back into Program, go over to Input-Output, and you want to prompt. And then you want to prompt A. Press Enter. Do that again. Program, over to Input-Output. You want to prompt B. Oop, I pressed Send somehow. Hold on. Clear that row. Program, Input-Output, prompt, and then B. Did that come up? There we go. Press Enter. And again, Program, Input-Output, prompt, C. So now, if we just ran that, so quit, go into Program, and execute Quadratic Formula, it clears the screen, inputs A, 2, inputs B, 3, input 4, C, 4, and nothing happens because we didn't ask it to. So let's go back into Program, go over to Edit, and edit it. So scroll down to the bottom. And if we just want a super clean quadratic formula where, well, I guess it's not clean, it's simple and dirty, is you go back into Program, you go to Input-Output, and you want to display. And then here we just type in the quadratic formula. Parentheses, negative b plus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. Now, you can make longer variables, so make sure you have a times c there and not just ac. It might look at that as one variable. All right, so then we close the square root and we close the numerator, divided by 2 times a. So if we just ran that, it would give us the plus version of the quadratic formula. Now, the cruddy part is we can't copy and paste, or at least I've never seen how to do that. So we got to do that same thing again, display, and then parentheses, negative b minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. Close the square root, close the numerator, divided by parentheses 2 times a. Press Enter. So now if we quit out and we run it again, now since it was the last thing we ran, we could just press Enter and it'll rerun it, clears the screen. So if we do 2, negative 3, and negative 5. Then those are our two values. And since they're rational numbers, then this thing must have factored. I didn't do that on purpose, but it must. So that is a kind of clean, simple, again, not very clean, because when it's imaginary, like if we ran it again, if we had 2, 3, 4, I don't think that, yeah, see, then it just says non-real answer. So if it's non-real, then it's not going to like our result. All right, so that's kind of the basics of making a little program on the TI-84.